Hey, happy Friday, everybody. It is the last trading day of the week. I don't know about you, but I sometimes get sad on Fridays that I have to wait. Most people look forward to Fridays. I'm a little sad because the markets close. Anyway, here we have our Aussie CAD. This one was opened a couple days ago, and as you can see, it still hasn't hit its first take profit yet, but it's about 45 pips in profit for the two open trades. And if we look at our indicators, super trend is still up, Ash is up, and then more importantly, our exit indicators. Heikin-Ashi is still positive, BBPRC is up, and so is our RVI. So this one is just holding as is. The next one is our Aussie Kiwi. Pull that one over. As you can see, this one is not cooperating nearly as well. We're definitely going the wrong way here, and we're about 47 pips in the rears for both of those open trades. If we look, our super trend is still saying yes, but look at this. Look at this price. This price right now is below the baseline. And if it were to stay there, we've got 38 minutes left, then that would be a definite close. Okay, Heikin-Ashi, Ash is still looking up. Heikin-Ashi is giving us a get out signal. Do you see that? It's turning. So is our BBPRC. So when you put all of those together, okay, you've got this getting ready to close below the baseline. We've got two exit indicators telling us to get out. So that is an indication for me to get out. So I am going to close all of those positions. Next one is our Canadian yen. Pull that one up. That one is in progress. Oh yeah, this is the good one. This is the really good one. This one's the one that we sold it way up here, and it's been coming down and coming down and coming down. And as you know, yesterday I moved my stop down, and it's continued to go down. It is now 445 pips in what am I trying to say? Up. What I want to do here, though, is I'm going to go to a little bit lower time frame, and I'm going to see where can we pull this down to. I'm going to pull my stop down to here. If you notice, okay, I'm doing this on a little bit lesser time frame. This is now on the 4-hour time frame, and that's just to give me an idea of where the tops of those have been. As you can see, it's still going down a little bit, but if it comes back up on me, it will still, let me see if I can grab it there, it'll still have 417 pips in profit. So let's go back out to our day. So there we go. There is where that stop has been moved to. So we'll just let her run, let her see where she goes. And the reason that I'm just not closing it, because yeah, that's a lot of pips. Anybody would be happy with that. The reason is because per my system, all of the indicators are still indicating down, even the exit indicators here. So I'm just going to let it ride. The next one is my Swissy yen. Pull that one over. This one, we sold it here. And it's been messing around above that line. So it is down about 25 pips for both of the open trades. So let me see what it looks like here for my exit indicators. Well, we see that Heikin-Ashi, Why do I say that? I'm so sorry. Super trend still says down. Ash says down. Okay, and let's start looking at our exit indicators here. Ooh, it's very hard to see, but there is like a little bitty blue dot there. Okay, so that is telling me that the Heikin Ashi may be changing color, which is an exit indicator. But our BBPRC is still down, and our RVI is still down. So in this case, I'm not just going to close it because of that little dot. I mean, I still have 34 minutes to go. But what I am going to do is I'm going to bring my my stop down a lot. I want to do it to right there. Okay, that's just above my baseline, and it's above this candle here. So, I got to do both of them. Let me go get this one. Because I have two open positions, I have two stops. So right now, that's about 58 pips as opposed to like 158 pips. So that's just giving us a little bit extra leeway. Now, if I come back and I see that this has really gone the other way, and this, you can see how that's almost disappearing. Then, I'll close it if it really does go the other way. But if not, I'm going to give it a little bit of breathing room. And my final open one is Great Britain Kiwi. Let's pull that one over. Great Britain Kiwi. Boy, that is just right on that line. You can see I bought it here, and it's up just under 2 pips each. Okay, but I think everything still looks good. Okay, we've got a green for our super trend. The price is above the baseline. Our ash is still positive. Heikin Ashi is positive. BBPRC is above the line. And our RVI is actually just looking like it's going to switch a little bit. So it hasn't crossed yet, so I'm not going to move this baseline. I'm just going to leave it as is. Now, there were a couple of new positions that looked interesting, but both of them had already traveled more than one ATR above or below the baseline. So I'm going to leave those alone. Just as a note, let me pause it here for a minute, and then I will come back and talk to you about news next week. Okay, so I like to look at the news on Friday because it's going to impact potentially what new trades I take on for Friday for Monday, because the rule is you always want to look out 24 hours, like for that next 24 hours. And even though Monday is more than 24 hours, it is the next trading day. So the news that I found for next week is the Kiwi on Monday. We have a speaker. Okay, so let's look down here. We have this Or Speaks. I know that that's not one that VP specifically calls out, but when it's a speaker and it's severe, I like to take note of that. On Tuesday, there's a speaker for the Aussie right here. Okay, so that might impact Tuesday's trade. Wednesday, there's a lot going on with Great British Pound. Okay, we've got interest rates. We've got the annual budget release. So a lot of things going on with the Great Britain Pound on Wednesday. So it's probably good to stay away from that one on Wednesday. And then finally, Thursday, we have Euro. And that's interest rates, okay, main refinancing rate. And there's other things here as well that have a critical notation, even though I don't know what they are, but they may have a high impact. So I'm considering Thursday, stay away from the Euro. Hope that's a little extra bonus help for you. And I will admit, looking at these news events is a struggle for me. So maybe you can help me and see if I'm missing something or doing something wrong. Appreciate your comments. So that's it for this week. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you again next week.